Starting another rapid fire 20 questions. What will be affected if the road surface becomes soft in a very hot weather? So what will happen if road surface becomes very soft because of hot weather conditions? Then the tire grip might be affected because of that, because it might the friction might be more as compared to the normal conditions. So the grip over tire must be affected. How can drinking alcohol affect your ability to drive or ride? So your confidence will be increased by after drinking, and your judgment over the road may become reduced. And let's see the options. Uh, your ability to judge the speed will be reduced. Your confidence will be reduced. No confidence will be increased. Your reactions will be affected faster. No, your awareness of danger will be improved. Not at all. So your ability to judge the speed will be reduced. You want to turn right from the main road to the side road. What should you do before turning? Cancel your right turn signal. No. Select your first gear. No, it is independent of the gears depending upon the dynamic conditions. Check for traffic overtaking on your right. Stop and set the parking brake. Obviously, not. You will not stop because you want to turn. So, uh, uh, this A and D option will not be there. Gear is also not there. So check for traffic overtaking, because the right lane is the overtaking lane. So if you want to turn right, you have to check your blind spots over the shoulders and your right rear view mirrors in order to check whether some other vehicle or some other motorcyclist or some want to overtake from your right or not. You are following a slower moving vehicle. What should you do if there is a junction just ahead on your right? Okay. So always be careful of the junctions. Never overtake near about the junctions. Okay. Always let the junction pass on, then try to overtake. Okay. So overtake after checking your mirrors. Obviously, you have to check always the mirrors while taking any other action respect of your normal driving. Only consider overtaking when you are past the junctions. Yes, this is the most important scenario in case of junctions, when you are passing a slow moving vehicle, especially. Accelerate quickly, no. Slow down and prepare to overtake on your left, no. Okay, so this is the correct answer. What type of vehicle displays this yellow sign? Okay, so this is for a school going bus or a school going van, and this is always at the back, at the rear side of the school bus, not near about any windows or any private vehicle, or any parent mm, cannot use this symbol for the school carrying child on their vehicle. So this is only authorized for the school bus or the school van, that too at the rear side of their vehicle. You are traveling along the motorway. Where will you find a crawler or a climbing lane? So this is for the steep gradient used for slow moving vehicle which is carrying some goods. How will a heavy load on your roof rack affect your vehicle's handling? Obviously, it will reduce the stability of your vehicle, because the center of mass gets shifted towards some other portion. So it is difficult to drive, to take turns near the junctions and left turn and right turn. So it may reduce the stability and vehicle capable handling capability. First is, it will improve the road holding. No, it will reduce the stopping distance. No, it will make the steering lighter. No, so it will reduce the stability and vehicle holding capability. Yeah, what messages are given by the circular traffic signs having the blue background? So this is for the mandatory orders. Okay, so not temporary, these are the permanent mandatory orders. Okay, orders or instructions. How does drinking alcohol affect your driving behavior? So it increase your confidence, definitely here. It improves judgment skills, not at all. Increases the confidence, yes. It leads to faster reactions. It increases concentration, not at all. So A and D is definitely not the answer. So it increases the, yes. This is for the counterflow, contraflow. Uh, what should you do when going through a contraflow system on the motorway? So this in this case, you have to go against the flow of the traffic. So you have to slow down your speed in such a way that you are not getting affected by the oncoming traffic. So what should you do? Okay, use dipped headlights. Keep a good distance from the vehicle ahead. Obviously, switch the lanes to keep the traffic flowing. No, stay close to the vehicle ahead. No, you don't have to be very close with them because they are in the opposite direction, so you have to keep a good distance from them. These are the temporary vehicle symbols on the roadside, on the motorway especially. So in this, what is happening, like first lane, second lane, third lane, three lanes are drawn over here, but the third lane is closed. Okay, only first lane and the second lane are in use. So what does it mean? Through traffic to use a left lane, right hand lane T junction only, not a T junction, it is closed actually. So right hand lane is closed. This we have already seen. I don't know why it is again. Yeah, it is saying in the window of the car taking children to school. As I've already mentioned, that this is not the case. Any parent or anyone cannot use this symbol in their car near the window or any side. This is only authorized by the school bus or a school coach or a school van, that too at the rear side of their vehicle. How should you drive or ride in areas with traffic calming measures? Whenever there is a traffic calming measures, as you can see, there is a speed breaker marked on the road. So there are speed breakers marked on the road in order to slow down the speed of the vehicle in that restricted area. So first reduce the speed, yes. At the speed limit, no. In the center of the road, no. With headlights on dipped beam, that is not correct. That is not restricted or for traffic calming reasons. So reduce the speed is correct. You are approaching traffic lights and the red light is showing. What signal will show next? Okay. After red and amber together will be shown. Okay. And then green will be shown. If green is there, after green, steady amber will be shown, then red light will be shown. So this is the sequence. Here what we have, red light is we having. So after red and amber together will come. Okay. What should you do before making a U-turn? Give an arm signal or as well as the indicators. Check the road markings to see U-turns are permitted. Look over your shoulder for a final check. Obviously, you have to take care of your blind spots. What are the blind spots? If any obstruction is obstructing your view by any means, then you have to check them by checking the over shoulders, by tilting your head to check, yeah, to make sure your final check. Okay, so this is correct. How can you avoid wasting fuel? By having your vehicle serviced regularly, yes. By revving the engine in a lower gear, no. By keeping an empty roof rack on your vehicle, not at all. By driving at higher speeds wherever possible, no. By having your engine serviced regularly, it is better. What should you do if the engine starts reversing off the driveway? Okay. If the vehicle starts reversing off the driveway, if this type of vehicle is reversing off, then make sure that driver is aware that you are coming and he should be aware of the outcome. So you should be ready to stop. Move to the opposite side, no, because any other vehicle might be overtaking from the right. Drive through as you have the priority. Nobody is having the priority on the road. Okay, everybody is equal. Sound your horn and be prepared to stop. Sound the horn so that, because he is not able to see you, so by hearing the sound of the horn he will be alerted and you should be prepared to stop. What can you do to reduce the environmental damage caused by your vehicle? See, avoid using your motor vehicle or motorcyclist anything for making short journeys. You can walk, you can use cycle or any other any other public transports for making the short journeys. That is better for the environment. Why should you use your mirrors when you see a hazard ahead? Okay, because you will need to accelerate out of danger. Why should you use the mirrors? Because you have to stop abruptly. So if you stop, then the vehicles following you might hit you from the back with a high speed. So you have to be very cautious, like how much distance is the vehicle following you. So you have to anticipate the action if you are taking any abrupt action on the road, like stopping or slowing down. So you have to make sure that everybody should be safe on the road. So because you will need to accelerate out of danger to access how your actions will affect the traffic behind, obviously. Because you will need to brake sharply or stop to check what is happening on the road. No. Okay, yeah, these are very important. How should you give an arm signal to turn the left? Okay, so to turn the left, the C option is correct. Okay, so yeah, so this is how we can practice, and we have done here 20 right questions.